Okay, when it comes to jets or jet engines, we think of aircraft. Not in this case. You're going to meet somebody that's really, really dynamic. Josette Roach, is that correct?
Josette Roach.
Okay. How long have you been involved with this type of exhibition racing?
So I've been around jet racing for about 5 years now, and I just got licensed back in 2021. This is my second year as primary driver for the House of Color team, so it's an honor truly to be repping such an amazing, legendary paint brand.
I was just going to say legendary, of course, House of Color. I mean,
yes, everybody knows the name, and I'm sure many cars out here have House of Color.
The proof's in the pudding out there.
Yes, yes, it truly is the best stuff to use.
You got to just take me through it for the fans at home. What is it like to pilot this, say, even the first 500 feet?
It's an adrenaline rush. You know, the way to describe it that I can fathom and make it into words is it's like being shot out of a cannon. You know, the G-force that you feel, it's about 3 G's on launch, 5 G's down at the finish line, and then when you pull that parachute, there's an 8 G transition. So you're going from positive G's to negative G's, and I mean, it's eyeballs in to eyeballs out.
Well, now when you pull the laundry on the top end, what's your MPH?
So today, or yesterday, we went 266 miles per hour. I went 5.94 seconds. And the fastest I've ever gone is 281 miles per hour at 5.72 seconds.
Okay, I've got to ask, when you pull the laundry, does the front end get a little unsettled at times?
No, so with jet cars, so I've driven other cars. I started out in junior dragsters and kind of worked my way into faster cars. This car, it's totally a different animal. It's very smooth down the track, where the other cars, they kind of feel a little violent, even though they were always slower than this, of course. You know, it's a nice smooth all the way down. When you pull that parachute, you can tell in the video, so we have on-car footage, we sometimes might have a little bit of a jump, but
the G-force is alone.
Yep, but you don't really feel too much of that. You just pull your parachute, you're kind of launched forward, but that is the best, you know, feeling of being thrown forward ever.
Okay, kudos to you being a great driver and pilot to this thing, and also the design of your race car and the frame and the chassis and all that.
We have the best team out there. In my opinion, you know, we have tons of Florida Tech student engineers that are digitally twinning these cars. You know, they're reverse engineering, so we start our cars in the digital Siemens software. We do analysis, we make design changes, and then we have this new Hive technology, so highly immersive virtual environment. It's like
that's something I never heard of.
Yeah, it's like an augmented or virtual reality. So we'll take that digital model. It's something straight out of what you would see for the movies.
This is so sci-fi, I can't believe it.
So if you've ever seen Avatar, you've seen that they get into the suits and they have these little beads on them. So basically, we'll take that digital model, you'll have whoever, it could be the driver, it could be maybe it's our crew chief trying to work on the model, or it could be, you know, whoever's going to be touching the car. For maintenance and manufacturing purposes, we want to make sure that that car that we're going to be building works before we spend the money.
Look at the engineering and the money.
Yep. So they're, you know, they kind of look like they're working on the car when they're in their little augmented virtual reality, and then if it doesn't work, they go back to the drawing board and make some new models or make some adjustments. If it works, we fabricate.
I was going to say that is the most creative design model and the most cost effective, I might add, too, in the long run. So anyhow, we're running down to the end of the season. What is this sort of the last couple of events for you? Or?
So for us, exhibition jet drag racing, we're able to pick and choose where we want to go. So we pretty much race 11 months out of the year.
Wow.
Sometimes
I thought you were going to get 3 months off somewhere.
No, sometimes we start in January, sometimes we start in February, sometimes in March. It really just depends on what kind of events we end up booking. And then we usually go through December. We actually have an event. We have an event December 22nd. I forget that there's a mic here.
Her and Santa Claus will be
yeah, so they're going to be doing a Christmas tree event.
Hey, that's so cool.
Yeah,
what part of the country?
That's going to be down in Florida for...
I should have known that one.
Yep. For the December events, probably Florida.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
But we race all over the country. We've gone as far north as up into Canada, out west to Washington State. You know, every year we kind of get to pick and choose where we want to go, because exhibition, we can follow follow the NMRA and NMCA wherever you guys go, and it's a lot of fun.
A lot of your fans are expecting to see you, you know.
Yeah. And Bowling Green, this has been an amazing event. I've only been to this racetrack one other time, a few years back, so this was my first time getting to actually drive down the drag strip, and it's a beautiful racetrack.
Everybody agrees that it's an old school, quaint racetrack.
Yep. I love the grassroots racing. That's for sure. You know, I grew up in it, so that's my favorite kind of.
I got to have one last question. What part of the country did you originally hail from?
I come from St. Augustine, Florida, so
very old city too.
The home track that I grew up going to is Gainesville Raceway. So Gator Nationals was
Okay. Big Daddy Don Garlitz, if you're listening, this is a protege. Okay.
I've been to his museum, and I've been to it several times. I feel like there's new stuff every time.
Yeah, he's
amazing.
Fantastic. I had the opportunity to actually a few years ago interview him, and it was just, I was starstruck from it. Even though he's been out retired for a while, he's just such a legend. He did so much for the sport.
Yep, he's done so much. It is a museum. If you haven't been, you have to go.
No, I haven't, but we will work. Right, boss? We're going to work our way down there? Right, okay. Listen, I'm going to grab your hand. Best of luck. It was great to meet you, and good luck today and in your future endeavors, of course.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, stay with us. We got more coming right here at NMRA and the Holly deal. You don't want to miss it. Jet run, and we're up mingling with folks in the stands. We ran into two folks. They're both redheads. I believe it or not, I was born with red hair, but look what happened. Wait, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyhow, your name, sir?
My name's Cameron.
And?
Maddie.
Okay, so what you all think of the run and the fact that there's two women driving those cars?
That's really good. That's what we need around.
Have you ever seen anything like that before?
No, not at all.
How were your ears?
It's a little muffled right now, but
yeah. From where we were in the infield when they went by, you get a blast of hot air.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a hot dog hanging out there, I'd be ready to eat it. You know?
That's what we should have done then.
Anyhow, thanks so much. Where are you folks from?
We're from Boston Chalk, Kentucky.
Excellent. Same town?
Yeah.
Y'all together then, right?
Yeah, we're brother and sister.
Okay. I should have known that. All right. Thanks so much for coming up and enjoying the day. And your thoughts on the Jet Dragster?
They were awesome. I'd love to see them again.
All right. 4 o'clock, I think. So we'll see what happens. All right. Be blessed, folks. We'll talk to you. Thank you.